Hello everyone and welcome to my video. So I'm so excited to share some awesome information with you today, and please excuse the eyes. The sunlight is coming in and my transition lenses are transitioning. So I wanted to just share because when I'm scrolling through my Facebook groups, I see a lot of parents with questions about homeschooling. A lot of things that I see are related to getting started. So I just want to share what I do as a micro school founder, director, teacher, as I'm preparing to instruct my students. I am a former public school teacher and I've taught in private schools, but it's different when you have your own school. So as a homeschool teacher or parent in the state of Texas, the state views you as a private school. You are legally approved to homeschool your child in the state of Texas. So if you're watching this and you're not in Texas, make sure you check your laws, your homeschooling laws. They may be a little different. So primarily, if you are in Texas, you are viewed as a homeschool is viewed as a private school. And so there's 5 steps that I want to share with you that I use when I am preparing to teach my students. So the first step is to assess. And what you want to do, you want to check to see where your students are. And I'm going to use math. Math is my favorite subject. It's the subject I've taught most over the years. And it's a pain point subject for a lot of parents. So you want to assess the student, you want to give them tests. And right now I'm just going to go over the 5 basic steps. And in other videos, I'm going to really break down each one of these steps in detail. So step number 2 is to analyze the results. So once you give the students the tests, and I'm going to talk about the different tests that I give and how I go about analyzing the results, and then what I do with the results afterwards. So step 2, you want to analyze the results. You want to see what are the results saying about your child's skills, their strengths, their weaknesses in math or reading or whatever subject you've tested them in. Step 3 is you want to plan the lessons. You want to gather the materials and plan the lessons. Now, if this sounds too analytical for you, it's okay. Maybe you're not the type of person who needs a list, but if you are, this video and will help you tremendously. I'm a list person. I need steps. I need a 1, 2, 3, 4. Check this off. I did this. If you're that kind of person, then again, this is for you. So step 3 is you're going to plan the lessons. You're going to gather the materials. And again, I have other videos. And I'm going to walk you through every single one of these steps. The 4th thing you want to do, that's when you actually start teaching. That's your implementation. That's your instruction. How are you going to teach? What are you going to teach? What activities are you going to do? Are you going to have games? So you have to have a little bit of planning going on here. If you want, every morning you wake up or every week you don't know what you're going to do, you don't have any goals set, and if you aim at nothing, you're probably going to hit nothing. Your kids probably won't reach any goals because you haven't set any. So we're going to walk through how do you implement from assessment all the way to actually teaching. And then the next thing you want to do, I have step 5 is you want to review. You want to constantly and consistently review the information that you have already taught. You want to do that kind of on a daily basis, and I call that the spiral review. And we're going to talk about what that looks like. What is a spiral review, and how do I keep the subject and skill information fresh for my kids so they don't forget everything that I taught them. And then you're just going to put that on repeat. That's a 5-step process. Once you kind of get in the groove of doing that, you want to go ahead and put that on repeat. So it's a continuum. It's a continuous process. You're constantly assessing. You're constantly seeing where they are, monitoring. You're constantly analyzing. You're planning lessons over periods of time, hopefully weekly. You're teaching and you're reviewing. And then you want to start that process all over again. So once again, if you're interested, stay tuned. I'm coming back with some detailed information for you to follow along with me because we're going to do some planning together. I'm going to walk you through each one of these steps of my process that I use, and we're going to do some planning together. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, and I can't wait to have you join me as we prepare you to teach your child in your homeschool or your micro school.